Hey guys, Tightrope here, bringing you a 2v2 today. We're on Campbell's Convoy. Today spawning on the left, we've got CallSignStrider with Wehrmacht, same story. Hanwoomul also with Wehrmacht. One of them going for a kitten. On the right hand side, Google Translate tells me this is... Oh, I can't even see it that well. I'm not strong enough, so I can only be the 6th. Yep, that's the name alright. With Brits immediately locking into Indian artillery and TL with US forces unselected. In terms of rankings, Hanwoomul is 150, CallSignStrider 80, TL 140, and the Brit player is 54. Dingo got a little bit low there, charging in. There's no rush here, just get that Dingo paired up before bringing it back in. Engineer's going to deny this capture attempt. Ooh, look at that. That's really annoying when that happens. These guys are getting shot at, but they're not shooting back. They're just slightly too far away. Unusual function in this game, like about average ranges. I think in Code 2, like half the squad could fire, but in Code 3, like everybody in the squad needs to fire. So if you're kind of like stacked up on heavy cover versus heavy cover at like an angle, you know, they can be all within range to shoot you, but you might not have your whole squad within range to shoot them back. Very strange mechanic. So yeah, just watch for those. You might have to reposition slightly or just give up on the cover altogether. Looks like TL is trying to maybe fight from elevation. Has left the fuel very exposed though. Get caught on repairs, take a lot of damage. Dingo's going to drive in close, and the Tommies are coming in close as well. Maybe in the old patch you wouldn't want to do this with Tommies, but they did get that DPS buff up close. Greedy's capping right on the edge here. Meanwhile, Rifleman, only one squad's coming down the hill. Probably needs to get both of them. Here comes the second one now, but scouts are getting slaughtered. MG spins around real fast. He's got some heavy cover that he could be using. He tries to get in close though. TL doesn't have grenades. He's checking like maybe he ticked early grenades. Trying to get in close to launch one, but no. So that was not very good execution from TL overall. He's coming in now with the rifleman again, but you have to bring like all of them in at once. 2 at a time is not enough to fight against this concentration of troops from CallSignStrider.
They've opened fire! Fire back!
Sector now under enemy control. Rapid production protocols
It's
are
a
in effect.
cheeky cap over there in the corner, going to cut off a lot of the munis for the allied team. It's going to be a 2-2-1. This is a really fast 2-2-1 for CallSignStrider. Super quick. Dingo's going to have to watch itself. No healing for the allies yet. It's a mortar for TL. It's fine. You know, he's up against a machine gun.
Don't let them get close!
Wouldn't say it's particularly urgent though. Could be a spot. Engineers cap and then chuck a mine down here afterwards so that doesn't happen again. In those situations, you probably want to plant a mine maybe about here-ish. Maybe I'll catch squads coming in from
The enemy have taken our
either angle.
territory.
Or kittens coming in from either angle. So this is a bit of a disaster for the allies. They've lost control of their fuel for... gonna be about 2 minutes, I think. And that is very bad news. It's not like they've doing equal damage on the other side of the map. Though this fuel is open for a decapture at least. Dingo's coming in to assist. Machine gun suppressing. I popped off smoke here, but then ran around this side where there was no smoke coverage. Don't have grenades. Is strong enough. So I can't do anything about that 221 there. Just 4 greens for Hanwoomul. Gone for the Vet 1 training on them. So this time we already Vet 1, so it's matching up pretty well. Dingo's backing away, avoiding the Faust nicely. You see everybody popping Vet 1, you know they've got the Fausts unlocked. We'll expect them at this point in the game though anyway, even without the Vet 1. AT gun rolling up on the 221, connects. Forcing it away. You know, fighting cover to cover like this, generally pretty good with the Brits. These scoped rifles. It's a real struggle for TL to reclaim this fuel though. Gets around the side, but then merges into the machine gun. Can't force it away yet. Smokes it out. Finally recaptured it, but yeah, it was good 2.5 minutes, maybe even 3. They didn't have it there. And we'll move massively overextending though into the base MGs. Okay, more Jaegers for CallSignStrider. Still no healing. They're using the Dingo heal at the moment. Look at all these low health squads, so definitely worth it for TL to go for some healing. He is struggling in the manpower department though. KD looks pretty even. I'm a little bit surprised by that, I would guess, on this side. I can open the stats, I forgot the hotkey for it. Clear it out. Yeah. So TL really down the dumps. And it's gonna just get worse, you know, when you don't have healing like this, you start dropping models super fast. Engineers down. Just gets worse and worse. At some stage you gotta bite the bullet, go for the healing. Cost himself a lot of manpower in the long run. So getting a bit of a flank going. Where's this AT gun at? Oh, it's in base. Okay, they've got healing now. It's big, but as I said, late. At least they haven't lost control of their fuel again, but they did lose the Dingo just there to the Shrek. Got a little bit too close. And the AT gun missed its shot as well. That's always sad. Wow, the Shrek landed an accuracy hit. Knocked out one of those models straight away. He's gone for 2 AT guns. Okay, well he's prepared for the Werbles. What are these getting detected by?
Blitzkrieg tactics are available for vehicle crews. They shall lead the way.
Is that 221's radar all the way back there?
On station.
Like in graphical glitch. Seemed like too far for that radar. That's all position. He's moved it forwards a bit now. Okay, Bishop. We're not strong enough. And there is the Werble. Captain repositioning. T-guns are split up at the moment. Comes the Bishop. That's a solid strike. Probably not going to land too many more though. Ruffin trying to crawl in range for the snare. Doesn't happen. Splitting the AT guns up. Able to cover a lot of ground. I think in these situations you've got to remember to cancel your barrage once the enemy's out of the zone. Cancel it early. Starts the cooldown early. And then you can be barraging again faster. Kind of wasted the last like 3 or 4 shells that could have started the cooldown, you know, maybe 15 seconds earlier. Which would make a big difference. Especially when the allies are behind like this. They're getting pumped on the VPs as well. It's as though they haven't really reached up this side of the map. He's leaving the kitten in the middle on vision mode. If you send it up the top to do some capping, could have got some VP control, but you know, the vision from it is pretty handy. Especially if you're trying to dodge a bunch of AT guns.
The enemy has claimed our territory for their own.
Right, we're upgraded with bars now. Very strange build. He went for motor pool and only just got an AT gun out of it now. Like rush motor pool, you know. So I thought, okay, he's maybe rushing Greyhound or something. That's why he hasn't gone for healing. But no, just went for an AT gun.
A Wirbelwind is deploying to the field.
I think that's maybe a switch up earlier healing with this kind of build for TL. Raid in. A lot of retreats. A little bit surprised not to see Vet 1 from the Luftwaffe company on the Axis side. Yeah, here we go. 3 AT guns. They're lining up on this flak panzer. Oh, and it goes down. That was good from TL. Staying in there. Staying set up. Secures the kill. Let's go for like a predictive Bishop barrage. Doesn't really work though. That was... maybe thought they would run further forwards. 2 AT guns decruised, but they got a Werhmacht kill. They've got to be pretty happy about that. Could come up here for some Vet 1 point blank blasts. And again, he's not cancelling these barrages. Maybe he doesn't know that. He probably doesn't speak English, so me saying this, he's probably not going to find out either. Okay. There's a graphical glitch there.
Confirm. Enemy have 300 points left.
Let's try and get their AT guns back up here. Meanwhile, the Axis capping all the rest of the map. Panzergrenadier Company coming up for CallSignStrider. Makes me think he's probably going to be stalling up for the Tiger. Both the early stages of tech. I think he's got live vehicle training, right? Yeah. Yes. So he does have the faster recharge speed on that barrage, thanks to that now, after the 2.0 change. Some decent hits here. He's got 2 bishops, actually. Second one picked up.
Maintain the front line. The enemy have 250 points left.
Does have saturation as well. So that kind of adds to the problem. Like, the saturation going to give you a lot more shells, but if the shells are landing on nothing, you're going to be barraging for ages into nothing. Slowing down your next barrage.
Schützenspaced armor will be applied to panzers. Post haste. We have lost the sector.
It's definitely zoning CallSignStrider right now. This one serves a bit more of a purpose. The Allies finally reclaiming their fuel. Going to be relying very heavily on these AT guns though. And they really need to get some VP control. He's trying to send a squad to the bottom. We've got some Grenadiers camped behind heavy cover. straight retreat. I thought he might like duck into heavy cover early in the engagement, look for like a rifle nade after the engagement's been underway for some time. Maybe Hanwoomul wasn't paying attention then. It's kind of when you want to toss your grenades. You know, edge engagement happening slowly, heavy cover versus heavy cover, other stuff happening on the map, and the enemy thinks they are going to win the fight. It's the perfect time for a rifle nade. He's likely to be watching it.
A Nebelwerfer weapon is available. We have a surplus of command points available.
So far though, the Werbles haven't been that suffocating with their control. Thought they'd be getting a bit more done with them on the Axis side.
We should spend our munitions at once.
Bishop's blasting out the back. What have we got? 2 kills, 3 kills. Got skirts on the Werbles now as well. I think overall, you know, if you want to play like early bishops such as this, I think Australians is a pretty good battle group to do it in. Sure, you're not going to get the saturation for the extra shells, but you can just go for 2 bishops and then eventually call in the archer, which is going to be very handy against all the heavy tanks that are running around after the 2.0 patch. Okay, TL has locked in heavy weapons and he's got a 50 cal upgraded. He's gone for a Chaffee as well. There's a Shrek nearby. A T-gun shot at the wrong Werble. And here comes a second Shrek. Oh, all 3 Shrek connect. That's pretty unlucky. It's doing friendly fire here right now. Cancel your barrages, people. Cancel them. Alright?
The enemy falters.
We're going to learn one thing from this game today. Some pulse out there? Why?
Converting bunker to a medical facility.
Yeah. Because Hanwoomul has recently, at some stage, locked into Luftwaffe. It's gone straight for the manpower discount
The enemy has taken a victory point.
on the reinforcing. And here comes the Neville now. Fires the AT guns out the back.
We have finished the research.
She's getting some okay hits. Here's the air burst. Put a mortar pit down? Oh no, it's just from the US mortar. Jaeger died actually, okay. Either to a bishop scatter shot or to the air burst. And there we go, the bishop's getting some big old hits on CallSignStrider. Allies have managed to claim the bottom of the map. This is where the Werbles need to head down here. Chase any units off the bottom of the map. This is a weakness of CallSignStrider, not to rotate down there. Sometimes you might have to worry about your opponent bringing a medium tank up and killing you, but in this particular case, you know, the Allies' fuel control has been so bad so far. You know, the Brit player's been spamming bishops. You wouldn't expect him to have a tank that could really kill your Werbles. And TL just lost Chaffee quite recently, so pretty safe to send the Werbles down there without fear of retribution.
Our enemy has control over all victory points.
You know, dodging away from the AT guns, controlling the flanks.
Nebelwerfer artillery ready.
Looks like the infantry was enough, but you know, maybe Teal could have only sent 1 squad down here instead of 3 or 4. settle down here. Bishops are blasting back. It's done it. There's a lot of trouble for the Axis. Thankful for the audio changes because previous patch, all these shells exploding would have been absolutely deafening. See, made these louder when they fire and quieter when they land. It's a bit more tolerable. Okay, gone for a Stuart into command mode. Also gone for a mid truck, dodging away from the nibbles here. But then again, that's where maybe the Australians would be quite good, because you can go for all of these units and then later on just get the archer out. A lot of mines here. Just running into them. Okay, counter barraging the nibble, looks like. There's a mid bunker back here as well, though, for the Axis. Stuart's vision here, facilitating the long-range fire. Here comes the nibble. Brigade T-guns were already dodging back though. The airburst working really well against that machine gun. Maybe it could even steal that. Oh, but the Axis sneaking control on the top. The Allies got to plug those leaks. He's just send the squad right to the bottom, straight onto the VP. Don't hang around, just capping a low munitions point. That's not important right now. The VPs are.
The enemy has claimed our territory for their own.
Oh, big bishop from white. And back the other way, CallSignStrider probably should have ran in here to jam the capture. Okay, the mid bunker's nearly dead. Two nibbles back here. Bishop's really stacking it up.
You have 5 command points.
Trying to come up to the top, but denied. Did go down to the VP after getting the low munitions point at least. Didn't hang around going for a bunch of extra points. But flares up, gonna see the blob coming. Oh, I was did try to repair the mid bunker under bishop fire. So the mid bunker's about to go down. Jaeger's dead. Over here, oh man, these bishops are really turning up the heat. I think a lot of this facilitated by the fact the Axis don't have, well, just haven't been using the tanks on the bottom side of the map. Maybe the nibble's not doing quite as good of a job as the bishops are right now as well. But yeah, this is Campbell's convoy, you know, both sides using their long-range vision spotters. Heaps of arty.
Forces have captured a victory point.
Imagine. Once the Tiger arrives for CallSignStrider, though, we're going to see the Allies under a lot more pressure. So far, the 3 AT guns are doing a good enough job. The Allies.
Frontline pioneers are dead.
Let's see what he sees. Look at that from Stuart. That's how he's getting such good barrages right now with these bishops. His vision of the area the entire time. Long-range vision on the command upgrade Stuart. Very, very powerful on a map like this. And here we go. The world was in big trouble. Oh, one of them did to the bishop. Here goes the machine gun. Oh man, it's falling apart completely right now for the Axis. Where are these Shreks? He's only got one. Doesn't have any meds in his base either. After the bunker's gone down, it's a problem. It's back on the machine gun. Rifleman coming in with a grenade. Greedy to try and fire a burst. Get away with it.
We have lost the sector.
Frag bombs, but the riflemen run past it.
Infantry will not be reinforced without your permission.
Cow down. I'm gonna kill it off. Really?
Enemy forces have claimed our
Oh, this would be so useful for just like controlling a VP, just plopping it down. P4 on the field for Hanwoomul. He doesn't have a big boy heavy tank in the late game. Yeah, running into the danger zone there with that. Oh, Bishop's firing right on the point. Would expect a tank very soon from TL. It looks like he's just about there on the Pershing.
We have a Tiger heavy panzer ready for orders. We shall reinforce all squads that require it.
Bishops are really giving the Axis a hard time though. Clears up. T-guns lining up their shots.
Bastards have secured our territory from us. All crews, Blitzkrieg is now in effect.
Oh, there goes the 221. Again, the Stuart's vision making a huge difference, but here comes CallSignStrider. Pop the Blitz rather. And knocks out the command Stuart, gets a lot of infantry kills as well. Really good rate of fire on the Tiger. What was that screen shake? Okay, 3 AT guns here though, and the Brit AT guns are buffed up with the training as well, so they are extra potent. It looks like they might have some vision issues though over this rock formation. Huh? Did he trade in? He must have traded in his med truck. Here's the Pershing.
We have lost control of a victory
He's
point.
maybe going to come in, sneak a kill on this Werhmacht, which is slow to pull back. Pershing could have come down this way, but took the long way around and might still find him here. Not quite, not quite. I imagine these bishops are going to slow down a lot after that vision tool has been lost. The Stuart did. I'm still a little bit confused why he hasn't got rid of this. Oh my goodness, man, those 50 cals do so much damage. Just gets out of these super lucky. Ooh, I didn't even notice those frag bombs. Didn't seem to hit much though. One does end up going down. So there seems to be blind barraging with the bishops now, and they are not finding their target. They should be exchanging that pulse and serves no purpose. There's some bad towing. 17-pounder sitting down. Double AT guns coming in from the side. Tiger could be about to get lit up here. Just getting incendiary bombs dropped on the 17 pounder. And the Nebel's coming in too. Much harder for the Allies though without that vision tool. AT gun will be getting more shots here. If they still had sight from the Stuart. MG decrewed again.
The enemy breaks before us. They have only 100 points remaining.
It's down to 100. Trying to push out over here, but P4 is keeping them contained. The truck recrewing.
Scout is ready for use.
Went the wrong way though after recrewing this one. Tried to come around this side, but I need to come around the other side. Shooting this up. Bishop's kind of deterring the Axis from pushing in a bit. P4's backing quite far away for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why. Here come the Shreks. They're polishing off the decrewed AT guns. Not good that they let those go down. Need his men truck to come in here and recrew one of them. Here comes the Nebel again. You take less damage when you're set up like this. Might allow the 17 pounder to survive. Looks like the Nebel didn't really land on it flush either.
Enemy down to 75 points. Do not let up.
Here comes the Pershing again. Tiger's also pretty healthy though. There's another Nebel. They're really going for that 17 pounder. It's about to go down. Allies charging onto the VP, but there's a Grenadier in there to deny it. Oh, those Tiger hits. So painful. The P4s were there as well. He was getting decrewed. The Bishop counter barrages. Recrew the 17 pounder. He tow it in a bit closer this time round. For the USAT guns on this occasion. Comes another bombing run from Hanwoomul. Oh, one of the planes actually got shot down by the Postron before it came in. Okay. Okay, the AEA partially paying off there. I was doubting it, but I think one of the frag bomb planes got shot down because that was big. Still ended up getting decrewed to the next bombing strike, but hey, you know. Oh, tried to go for the recrew too fast with the Nebels still crashing in. 41 points left for the Allies. Pershing's making some big moves though. 17 pounder recruit again. Tiger bouncing it though. Oh boy, Pershing in major trouble. Pounder getting some great hits. Pershing extremely low. Here comes the Nebel. This could be the end. Oof. Scout maybe providing some long range vision there. That 17 pounder getting some good hits. Gotta make sure he doesn't lose his med truck though. The Nebel fire. Some repairs there. Oh my goodness. This is a non-stop barrage on the 17 pounder, but it gets the kill. It's still standing after all this. Definitely the team weapon training helping out a lot and setting it up. What's it called? Fortified positions? I forget what this is called. Markman did on retreat though to the Nebel. Is that a accident. Retreat order. Just retreated his whole blob. Okay, this is a really good idea. Coming down to the bottom side, there's no defenses for it. Gotta be ready to retreat though very, very quickly when doing this, because there are those double P4s about. Might even be a situation where you just go for like a cheeky decap and then run somewhere else. But the P4s are gonna go middle though. Buys this squad a bit more capping time. The 17 pounders all the way up to Vet 3 now. Reindeer is getting wiped by the bishops. Pershing really coming into its own.
Weapon crew has... The enemy holds all victory points.
They're using the phosphorus on this now.
A machine gun has been destroyed.
Campbells are going hard.
An MG-42 has been decrewed. Do not let it fall into enemy hands.
P4s do eventually chase them off the bottom, but triple cap against the Axis for a brief moment. Do have a repair bunker back here of Hanwoomul. Looks like he was maybe planning to get a med bunker up here too, but hasn't managed to do so yet. CallSignStrider meanwhile has got 600 munitions, could really be spamming out these incendiary bombing runs. But the Axis seem to have trouble actually knocking the 17 pounder out for good.
Pioneers standing by.
Gear burst in now. Probably not strong enough. And wipes. Jaeger's lucky to get past that air burst. Comes incendiary bombing. Not really like a clean hit on it though. Might still be enough. Oh, that Tiger's so low. Pershing's going in for it. Oh, but finds the Kitten instead. Who's going to fire first? It's the Tiger. Oh, that's sad. He needed to go on to hold fire mode instead of prioritize vehicles. Kitten's switch the target priority. And there we go. Pershing dived in, didn't get the result. I'm not sure. Maybe he could use that. What's it called? A high explosive shot on the Tiger as well. Got a third bishop. Must have been a pretty recent one because it's not even Vet 1 yet. Despite having the light vehicle training. The Axis did manage to cap up the top here. 9 points for the Allies. They stopped the clock at 8. They've got the bottom as well. Could be a spot for Hanwoomul as well. Maybe to do like a tank ride to the bottom. He's chasing these squads away with his mediums, which is a good idea, but he's not bringing infantry up at the same time. He could tank ride over there. And they did make it a bit faster to hop on and hop off with tanks. Worth considering.
Our enemy has control over all victory points.
Not that needed because he's ran some squads from his base down here, but if he needed his pyros up here to do the capping as well. Here we go, double P4s looking for the squad and wipe on retreat. This is why you gotta be really careful. Here goes an engineer section wiped by the P4s. Ground, hoping to catch the Tiger back there. There it goes. Smoke is cleared. Oh, he's dropping the Black Dragon TL. He's launching grenades. Here it comes. Quite deep though on the point. Peagrin's run past it. Might run into it though. Oh! It might have been the bishop that actually got the kill in the end. There's frag bombs.
Luftwaffe
P4's coming in from the bottom. 17 pounder, very low. The P4s are out of machine gun range though, and they're struggling to actually kill it. And now there's a grunt. They switch their focus fire over to that briefly. 17 pounder just refusing to go down. Jaegers from the rear. Could they polish it off? Hanwoomul just needs to get a bit closer so his machine guns could fire. Could have decrewed that so much quicker rather than long-range scattershot reliance.
200 points remain. We are losing our grasp.
These bishops are going berserk. But yeah, Grant on the field now. P4's not going to be quite as dominant. Got another Pershing out as well. The 17 pounder has been just such a hard point though for the Axis to try and break through. Really struggling against it. Decrewed a few times, but haven't managed to kill it after the decrew. Haven't managed to knock out the mid truck either. Quite often when happens when there's so many Nebels being fired in the zone, they eventually gets just killed by Nebel attacks, but hasn't happened so far. It's up to Vet 3 now. Axis just needs 8 more points though. That's it. Just a sneaky cap on the top would get the job done. The Grant's been sent up there to guard that point now, but it's wide open. Army sizes still maybe slightly Axis in the lead. Oh, spoke too soon. The Bishop taking out one of these Nebels. They are pretty spread out though on the Nebels, so at least they're not all getting hit at once. Hanwoomul's making a bit of a move here with his P4s. I don't know where they're going. Might be going for a base inspection. Here he goes. Sometimes it can work. Duck in there, knock out the mid tent. Problem is, there is a Pershing on the other side, and that thing just slaughters medium tanks. And it's very fast at rotating as well, so it does make this move a lot riskier. At the moment, you know, maybe he's going to knock out the tier 1 structure. Who really cares? Okay, coming up here with some P-Greens, grenade out. MG dodging the Bishop. No, that's just a mortar. Is this going to be the GG move here? 2 squads up to the top. Here comes the Bishop fire now. They're trying to stay towards the edges of the capture circle. Next is going for the middle as well. Looks like this cap is going to complete. Tries to steal the machine gun. 7 points left. Machine gun goes down. There go the P-Greens as well. 5. Incendiary bomb is coming in. 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's not over. It's not over yet. The P4s, he's got 4 of them now. They're going in for full base inspection. The Pershing had to go to the top to help with the VP. Oh, but the Axis got control of the middle. So that is GG. Well, yeah, really bad stuff for the Allies. I think TL probably needed to invest in healing earlier to reduce some of the bleed. Would have helped out a lot in those earlier fights. A bit of a strange build, you know, he like rushed his motor pool, but by the time, you know, he got there, it's just maybe too late for the Greyhound because they'd lost the fuel control already. Maybe in like 1v1, you know, rushing straight to the Greyhound is better than going for healing, but in 2s where 2 people can share the healing, it's a very powerful thing. But yeah, those bishops really turned things around for the Allies. They started doing crazy damage. I think maybe the Axis a little bit too tunnel vision with the Werewolves just fighting a lot in the middle where all 3 AT guns were. Should have, at that stage, once there were 3 AT guns on the field, tried to spread out. Try go for the top side VP as well. Because, yeah, the Axis had the mobility advantage with all those Werewolves, didn't fully exploit it, allowed maybe the Allies to make a bit of a comeback. It was a really good call with that vision from the Stuart. I think that's where the bishops really started to fire up. Their first barrages were okay, but then once the command Stuart's vision came online, they absolutely were slaughtering the Axis. They were losing unit after unit after unit, climbed up and vet on the bishops massively. And that was a real turning point. But yeah, Axis hanging tough. The Tiger surviving just. Nibble's doing the damage out the back. The 17-pounder was also a great call. TL was just the punching bag, you know, just the cannon fodder. It does happen quite a lot as US forces. Luckily, you do seem to have a lot of manpower. Can kind of afford to have your units dying like that. But, you know, going for the base inspection, it was a decent idea, I think. Especially if you just like drive in there, knock out your opponent's mid-tent and then get out. It's always a good option. But yeah. Well, anyway, guys, wrapping that. If you like good game recast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.